And I got thinking of a great record. It was The Killers, one of my favourite bands. In 2008, they issued Day and Age, the album in 2008, and it was the track "Are You Human," which is a brilliant track that Brandon Flowers wrote, and The Killers obviously performed it. And that's the message here, because as a human being, you are a human. As a robot, you're a robot. And when I go onto these chat boxes and I get typing in there my query, I always ask, "Are you human?" The chat box doesn't really know how to handle that, really. They usually say, my name is Artie, or whatever it is, or my name is Fiona, or whatever they call themselves nowadays, because they aren't human. Now, artificial intelligence, of course, a large language model, knows more than you, and always will do. It's swallowed the internet, so it knows every answer to every question. There's no doubt about it. So when you go on this chat box and you start typing in your information that you want, and they type back, and you answer another question, they're learning, and they become quite clever in the way that they respond, and they can give you factual information. Something like Bard, of course, is up to date. It might be a large language model that the company has bought and then fed it all its data. So take, for example, Tesco's, the place where we shop as well. They've got tons of data, haven't they? If you've got a club card with Tesco's, they probably know all about your life, everything you ever buy. So they feed all that data into their large language model, and their chat box is pretty intelligent, but it's not human. You see, the problem that we all have is that we inherently distrust robots, or artificial intelligence, call it what you like. It's not, I am a robot. We inherently distrust them. You don't trust a robot. You might believe what they tell you and take the information, but you don't trust them implicitly as a thing. So as humans, we need to put that point across, of course. We need to make sure that customers know that we are human and we are to be trusted. But you have to earn the trust, of course you do. So how do you show customers then that you are human? Well, there's loads of things you can do here. I call it turning up the heat. So how can you tell them you're human, that you are trustworthy? Well, there's a bit of work to do there, but the first thing you need to do is to make them aware that you are a human. You're talking to a human here. Make the point. It's a bit obvious, of course it is. But some customers are so used to dealing with chat boxes and large language models that they don't see the difference. But make sure they know that you are a human and you have access to AI to help you in your job. Of course you do, and you're highly intelligent and qualified, etc. So you are human. Now the next one then is empathy. Empathy. You need to have empathic qualities. You need to be able to walk in people's shoes, to understand them, to appreciate their point of view, to be able to see what they're up to, see their challenges. Empathy is a huge topic area. Empaths. A great Star Trek fan, The Next Generation, they have an empath who's half human, half alien, not robot. And she is able to read people's minds, understand what they're thinking. They've also got a robot called Data, who's purely robot. So an interesting combination there, isn't it? Now the second E stands for expertise. Now, an AI chat box will always have more expertise than you. I don't care how many exams you pass or what you know. I mean, I've been in the industry 40 years, passed dozens of exams. AI will always know more than me. I can't be known to know everything. But I use AI to help me to remember what to remember or what to refer to. I use AI to help me do all sorts of things because it always knows more. But my expertise is different. Your expertise is different. As a financial advisor, you're able to apply knowledge to a client's given circumstances. AI can do that too. Of course it can. Just feed in a fact find, AI can do that as well. But we're able to communicate it to our customers in ways in which they understand, because we have that empathy. So expertise is not just knowledge. I mean, I go on seminars sometimes and you've got somebody doing a presentation at the front which is technical, and you get some bright spark at the back of the audience saying, no, you're wrong. Pleased to tell the presenter that they're wrong. Now that's not expertise, that's just knowledge retention. Expertise in the future is very different to that. It's about communicating, it's about being able to put information across to people, it's understanding people's situations, understanding and relating it all as well. That's true expertise, so make sure you show the customer that you have that expertise. And the last one is, I think, the big one, and that's transparency. Transparency. You've got to show your intentions to your customers. They've got to know what you're about, what your ethics are, what your morals are. You've got to be completely transparent with them as to what you intend to do and will do or won't do, how you work, how you operate, what your beliefs and values are. Transparency. What are your intentions with them? Make them crystal clear of that. It comes down to how you portray your fees, how you talk about your sales process. You've got to be completely transparent. So I call it turning up the heat. I know that's not the right spelling of heat, but it'll do for me. And that allows you to convince your customer that you are human and you are trustworthy, and customers will trust you. When they start to trust you, then of course you will always be able to do business. Using AI to help you, you won't lose business to AI. And that comes from the Killers track, Are You Human? Of course, Brandon Flowers spoke, Are You Human or Are You Dancer? And if you want to Google that, Are You Dancer? I think it refers to puppets. What he was telling us is we are puppets sometimes to computerization. We're being, controlled by AI. Now, he wrote that in 2008, so he's quite a futuristic kind of guy. And he's got a face for video and all those good things, Brandon Flowers. So it's a great, great band. So are you human or are you dancer? That's been useful.